I am Timinus.
I'm Dad.
This is my dad reacting to my lyric video for Paranoid. You've heard the song.
I heard the song.
Yeah.
Live.
Oh, yeah, you did hear it live, too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've heard the whole thing.
Really? I sent it to Becca. I figured, well, it wasn't even finished whenever I sent it to Becca, so.
No,
I
I've
didn't even have all my
just
vocals
seen
on it.
like a little bit on Snap, but that's it.
Okay.
But not like the videos. It was just like you with all the different stuff on it.
Yeah.
Like how
Well,
you made the music.
Live and headphones are different because you get all the harmonies and stuff on the headphones.
Yeah, I know.
So, y'all run this up.
You had a number of meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. What did you know about him when you were meeting with him? As you've said yourself, is there a lesson for you,
Well, he's dead, so,
Man, when the humans get so low, being caught a non-guy cause the world is so cold. Need some warmth, better go get a coat. No humanity, I only see animals. Oligarchs ruling the nation, don't got no civility. I see the plot that they've been making, division with hostility. They killing me and everyone taking chemicals willingly. Land of the free, more like land of corporate interests and hidden fees. I've been feeling like I'm paranoid. Shit, yeah, like I'm paranoid. I don't know if I can trust the noise. Shit, yeah, feeling paranoid. Don't know what I can trust. What they spew is damage. True our souls and all the good we tryna manage. They want us to live in the gutter, never even trust each other. Shit, I know, I see through all the propaganda. They try to hide, every day I go in pride. Like the layers of deceit, many foes within the lies. Yeah, I've been seeing things that I shouldn't see. Will it kill me? But for 33 oligarchs ruling the nation, don't got no civility. I see the plot that they've been making, division with hostility. They killing me and everyone taking chemicals willingly. Land of the free, more like land of corporate interests and hidden fees. I've been feeling like I'm paranoid. Shit, yeah, like I'm paranoid. I don't know if I can trust the noise. Shit, yeah, feeling paranoid.
They're killing us through the food. They're killing us through the content. They're killing us through the programming. But God is alive, and He's alive in all of us, and we will overcome.
That was pretty badass, man.
A little different than anything else I've made.
Yeah, that was good though. That was really cool.
You liked it?
Hell yeah.
Very deep. You know, it's
Yep.
probably one of my deepest songs, I think.
Yep.
Just talking about the world and like, I mean, the whole concept is like,
There's a lot of fucked up shit.
yeah, that's kind of the point of it. It's like overload. Like you're scrolling all the time, seeing all the craziness in the world. It just makes you like paranoid. I even feel like whenever I walk around, I always got to keep a gun or something, like in case something happens. Like, and then like I'm always thinking about outcomes that could be happening at any moment and stuff. So it's like
Yeah, that's funny because like when Becca and I, like when we first got together, you know, like she was really, I don't know if like sheltered was the best word, but like she was definitely innocent. I would tell her that stuff too, that like, you know, like when I see somebody, we're out, I always think like, okay, would I be able to take this dude?
Right.
You know what I mean? And if so, how am I going to do that?
Because you're always on guard.
Right.
It's even like, I don't know if we talked about that, but the guy in Walmart who's running around stabbing people as they're shopping and stuff. It's like, that's just insane. Like,
Right. And so like, you know, like I told her this stuff, you know, like that's about like how my mind worked. She was like blown away. She was floored. She's like, I had no idea anybody ever thought like that.
I would say that that's probably most guys, right? Like,
You would think, but I don't know if
Maybe
it is.
not.
I don't think it is.
well, I mean, it's kind of sucks too, having that mind.
No, it
frame.
does. It does. But
Can keep you alive.
well, yeah. I mean, and like I've had people come up and like smash me over the head behind me with like a bottle and shit. So it's like a little different. It sucks. It has to be that way. You know, like I wish you could go back to where like everybody didn't have to worry about that. You can leave your doors unlocked and not have to worry about shit. Not have to be like, man, damn, I don't have a gun.
Well, and see, and it's not even like with this video, it's not even just like local. It's
No, I
also
know.
like on a grand scale of
Right.
like, well, there could be nukes at any moment and stuff. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it sucks. The world's the way it is. The good thing you got me to protect you.
Okay. Yeah. Like I would need you.
Okay.
On those little like flashing images, I don't know if you caught it all. It's going really quick on those, but you have like world leaders, people in the World Economic Forum, leaders of Israel, leaders of Gaza. So both. So
Yeah, no,
people
I
can't-
saw like the Hamas people and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on the other one, whenever it started flashing again, it was trafficked children and them telling their stories about how they were trafficked by elite pedophiles and how a lot of it was like satanic ritual abuse and stuff like that. And experience, like, watched a lot of interviews. And so if y'all want rabbit holes, pause it on those images, and I left the names in there, and listen to their podcasts. It's insane.
Yeah, another thing that I don't know if you knew this, but that, and I'm not really trying to make it like a political thing, but the Biden administration, part of the crazy shit that he did was that the minors that showed up at the border and without parents, when they got separated, they sent them to places that they never should have. The conservative estimate is that they lost, like, literally, they have no idea what happened to these kids, because it's like this, like,
I've heard stories of that a lot. Refugees of people who didn't have parents, and then like their uncles or something would be like,
Right.
oh, their mom.
Right, and like it'll be like there's this one that the Trump administration filed 32 different times to get 32 different kids to them, and a lot of the time they do it for the money, because the government will give you money to take care of these kids, right?
Yeah,
And
you're talking about like people who adopt.
they're saying that's what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I know,
but obviously losing track of one or two kids it shouldn't even be that way. But they have no idea, and the conservative estimate is 300,000 kids, and that's just an estimate.
Yeah,
that's what they lost that came through the border.
And so this is what leads me on to the criticism about Trump is, why is he covering up for the Epstein files?
I don't think it has anything to do with him. If his name is on it, billionaires hanging out with billionaires. Was he on the plane? He was probably on his plane, but he never went to the island.
How can you say that, though?
Well, because there's no evidence that he went to the island.
Well, I mean, there's no evidence because none of the evidence is being released to anything.
They've released like hundreds of thousands of pages.
Yeah, but conveniently leaving out some incriminating.
I think, obviously, if it gets proven otherwise, then that would change my view on Trump, obviously.
Well, it changed everyone's, and that's, I mean, would be the...
Right, but I don't think it was him on it. If he was like really like worried about the Epstein thing, he never would have said, "Oh, I'm just going to release him." He would be like, "I don't even know where those are at."
Well, I mean, that's just it, though. Is like he was running on. It was one of the things that he was running on.
Listen, around the times that when they were gonna, he was saying, and the Attorney General Pam Bondi was like, "Those files are on my desk." Was the same time that he was trying to pass that big beautiful bill. Now, I believe there are members of Congress that are in that list.
Without a doubt.
And that they said, if you want my support to get your bill passed, you won't release it.
Okay, but does that not make him just as bad as all the other politicians that do that as well and that are bought out? That's my complaint, is he was running on basically saying that he was anti-establishment and not like any of them. And then he goes around doing things that
right, but you also have to look in of like, why did he want that bill passed? Like his bill. Because the taxes are about to go up a bunch on everybody. You, me, everybody. They were going to go up big time, because once the time ran out on his tax breaks that got signed in when he was the first term, that's why he was trying to get that shit passed right away, because of stuff was about to run out. Taxes were going to go up. Everything was going to go up. Like health costs were going to go up. This was a way to get the gas down, to get the inflation down. Politics is a fucking dirty thing, man.
It is. And I understand that they're all like blackmailing and using money to coerce.
So, but you gotta, and I'm just going off of like what I think, and if it's just where he blocked it because he's on it, then obviously that would change. But like, I truly think that he did that to get other people's votes, because that's how shit gets done.
Well, I get that, but I feel like that just makes him just as bad as him,
it doesn't make him just as bad as the people who did that.
Well, the thing is that the whole Epstein thing, the reason why it is such a big deal, and he's trying to act like it's not, it would change our system completely if we realize that everybody that's running us is a pedophile and is trying to kids and is not governed by the same rules that we're governed by.
Yeah, but that's not like something that is like new. That is like that this has not been going on for 100
Well,
years.
sure. And Epstein is just one tiny bit of the iceberg. I'm sure there's 100 other people that are doing the same thing, if not a billion
Right.
times
I
worse, that
mean,
aren't
but you
caught.
know what? Like, who knows if the conspiracy are true,
A lot of it's not conspiracy, though.
and like there are people that are running everything that are higher than the president, that are higher than everybody
You
in
don't think that
Congress.
that's happening?
I don't know.
I feel like that's an obvious thing happening.
Well, right, but if they go to Trump and said, if you release this, we're going to kill your kids, we're
Right.
going to kill your grandkids.
Okay, well, I understand that.
So, but you're thinking that like, oh, Trump is just this dirty person, and that he's covering up because like,
Well, he is covering it up for sure, but
because he's like dirty.
I'm not necessarily saying that he was on it. I'm saying that it makes him look guilty.
Well, right, but I mean, like, we're going off on a lot of ifs. If he is only covering up because he was there on that island and he did what people said are claiming he did because they hate Trump.
And see, I feel like this isn't even about him. It's about all of them. Like, I'm not saying that it is just Trump and that I'm saying that.
But if his hands are tied, then why is it like so negative against him?
Because he was running on saying that he was going to call that stuff out.
Well, right. And
then he's in that position, which is what we were all rooting for. And then he's going against everything that he was saying. And then basically saying people are idiots for wanting what he said he was going to give them.
Right. But if you said that, then it probably is where he's being blackmailed. Then why does he not deserve some of the grace too?
Regardless, that is just like one of the biggest topics that we need to talk about. And his disregard of it makes me lose a lot of respect.
Well,
and I understand that there's probably people pulling his strings. That doesn't make me like that decision more. I feel like people who have balls are going to, and I know you say kill your whole family and stuff, and I'm sure that is like a possibility.
So, right, it doesn't matter if you have balls. If somebody has your balls like that, and they have like the power to do like, then like it doesn't matter how big your balls are. You're gonna
so
protect
he's not the answer. Then he was promoting that he was the answer to all these solutions. He's not. The solution is to dismantle all of that kind of corruption.
But how can you do that if you expose that? And they have the power that they can off a president. How are you supposed to do that?
I mean, I don't know at the level that he's at necessarily. I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's some weird things with Trump, and
I know he's not perfect, and I don't claim to.
Well, I mean, in certain comments that he's made throughout the years, kind of hints at certain things that he was doing that was weird. I mean, the whole grab him by the pee, or like,
oh no,
and I know that a lot of that's spun. I get that the media spins that,
but that thing was so ridiculous. He was talking about having power to another guy who had power. He was talking like how guys do.
No, and I get that, and I get because I talk like that.
Right. So then why is it okay for you to talk like that?
That is where I would say, like, that's where I've given grace. Or like all the messages that have came out with him and Epstein, where he was basically saying that, like, he likes younger girls, we got certain things in common, like stuff like that. And then him and then Epstein saying that they were best friends, and then Ghislaine saying that he wasn't involved at all, and then getting pardoned. It's just weird things going on.
I know. One, it's hard to shift through what is true and what's not true.
Right.
You can't base something off of seeing one line and seeing like a 5-second clip of a 5-minute conversation.
I feel like I'm very aware of that because I've seen that used against people.
Right. Like I said, rich, powerful people hang out with rich, powerful people. Everybody knew what the fuck he was doing.
Does that not make them complicit?
Well, he was obviously catering to a lot of like really powerful people. We see only what is being allowed to see in the public. We don't know if they didn't know he was going to be there. And like, what's weird to me is like everybody's making a big deal about maybe Trump was friends with him. Maybe he did this, maybe he did that. But there's like actual presidents that are like for sure have gone there and done that stuff.
Yeah, and I think that they're just as disgusting, and
right. But
and I think that majority of our Congress and majority of the House and all that are probably in on it too. And I think that is
right. But like we can't always just lump everybody into that because
it's not everybody for sure. But the people who are covering it, those are a good start to look at. Like all the people who declined to release the bill, those are a good start.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how anything is ever going to come to light, like unless there's somebody with like absolutely nothing to lose. They can get it on the internet before. so somebody can get rid of him.
What do you think about Elon coming out and saying that Trump was on him, and that's why they're not releasing it?
I think Elon was bitter. I think he was pissed off. Just because they said had Trump's name in that doesn't mean that Trump was actually doing anything to kids. Because
there's people that were businessly associated.
Right.
Well, I'm just more talking about following the money. Like the people that were backing Epstein, that were giving him millions of dollars, obviously those are the people that were in on it. And those would be the people that are shushing Trump. And I forget the names of them, but there was some huge banker that gave him millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, obviously that person would be one of them. And he said that it was just because of a business venture or something like that.
But I mean, who knows? Because they actually were in business and doing business together.
Yeah, but he was a nobody in business who didn't know anything and was, I think, I don't know if it was a high school dropout or a college dropout, but then he just randomly started teaching or being a teacher and then getting in these huge ventures with millions and millions of dollars whenever he's never had any previous connections to any of that.
I don't know. That's the thing with conspiracies. You don't know everything. And
I think some of it's not a conspiracy, and I think that labeling it is just discrediting truth.
No, I know that it's not. And I know the Epstein thing is a real thing. I don't think Trump is a pedophile. I don't think he's covering up because he's a pedophile, and that's why he's trying to push this thing away. I think it's because he, for whatever reason, felt like he had to make a deal to get something passed. And is it shady? Probably. But it's easy to say it where we are compared to where he is.
Sure.
Like we don't have all the weight on our shoulders that he does. It's easy to say, oh, I would do it like this.
I'd say the only reason why I would ever have considered Trump was for the reason of him being anti-establishment and trying to dismantle the corruption in the machine. But as of late, it seems like he's become part of the machine.
Right, but you can't dismember the system that has been in place for 100 years with hell, maybe even since the founding of America, that it's been corrupt. I mean, we broke away from Britain, England, because of how corrupt shit was over there.
Yeah, it's always corrupt.
Right.
That's what Christians would say, is that it's just the world is corrupt and that's always going to be corrupt. But I feel like it's still our duty to call it out I feel like we're the slave class at this point, and those people are just kind of ruling us. And if we can actually band together, there's so many more of us than them. And why do we have to live a system that only benefits them?
Yeah.
This is where I would be kind of progressive, whereas I am I'm central, but that's where I would be progressive. And you know that I'm pretty conservative on a lot of things.
Well, right.
But
I don't know.
This got good.
Yeah, I know, but we got to end it.
No, I know, but this would be a completely different side of us, and I kind of enjoy it. So
yeah, no, I do too.
look what the song God is talking about.
I know.
If you guys want to see us talking about other things other than music, we have a lot of opinions, and my dad and I don't always agree. So it makes for good conversation.
Yep. This is what Charlie wanted everybody to do.
100%.
This
is why I like certain things about Charlie. I did not like his inability to criticize Trump, but that's okay.
Right. I mean, it's all about having different ideas and being able to talk about
100%.
That's what it's always been about.
Yep.
And unfortunately, there's a lot that is not happening anymore.
No, yeah. It's the automatic assumption that people who have different opinions than you are Nazis and that you shouldn't even listen to their ideas. And that's disgusting and dangerous.
Yep. All right. I got to go.
All right. Peace, y'all.
Peace.